What's going on, Cowboys Nation? Hoodie Kush here with the Basement Boys back again. Just here to chat with y'all a little bit about some of the things that I've been hearing, a couple of things that I've noticed, especially from our fan base. You know, I'm noticing just a little bit more of patience out of this fan base. I mean, you still got your naysayers, you still got your haters, but for the most part, the true ones, the true fans, yeah, we're getting a little bit more patient now, and I appreciate that. Of course, you got those who can't stand Dak Prescott. You still got those who are going to say, "Oh well, Micah doesn't do anything in the playoffs." This is a team sport, the ultimate team sport, right? There's 11 on 11 on both sides of the ball. even in even in even in special teams. 11 on 11. If 11 men can't do their job, one singular piece can just wreck the entire ship. One singular piece can destroy the entire ship. So the one thing that I'm preaching right now is imminent patience, especially going into mini camp and training camp and preseason. We still got a ways to go. You know what I'm saying, we still got a ways to go. We can't just we can't just sit here and expect or sit here and scream, "Hey, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl," because we made one move. One or two moves does not breed you a Super Bowl. Those one or two moves can move the needle. Those one or two moves can give you give you a little bit more to ease the strain of the season. But again, there's three things that you need in order to get to a Super Bowl. Number one, gotta have the talent. That's number one. Number two, gotta have the discipline. And number three, just a little bit of luck, and that's luck with injuries, luck with catching lightning in a bottle. You know what I'm saying? You just the perfect pieces in the perfect spot on those games that you need. Right? That's what you need. And are we getting there? I'm sure we are. The fact that Shadi is breeding competition because he wants what we all want: the best product on the floor, the best product on the field. And if this competition, if this year isn't showing us anything, it's definitely a change in the culture, a change in the way that we're doing things. I mean, hell, the front office has been more involved this year than they have in past years with Tony Romo, Dak Prescott, Quincy Carter, those guys. We just have to have a little bit of patience. Let this thing work itself out. You know what I'm saying, we can't sit here and have high expectations so early. It's June. It's June, people. It's not September. Pardon me. It's not September. It's not October. It's not even November. It's June. Like let's temper our expectations. One of the things I wanted to talk about is run defense. The run defense and how it's not solely predicated on DT play. Yes, DTs are needed. Yes, DTs are very important, especially for the run game. But you also have to have good edge play. Edge play from your edges and edge play from your linebackers. Eberflus is supposed to be a linebacker whisperer. That holds true. It does. I mean, if you look at all his stops, he went from having Sean Lee to going over to Indianapolis, and DeForest Buckner is a DT, but he turned that kid into an All Pro. Then he goes over to Chicago, and that defense looks great. You know what I'm saying? It's we're hoping, we're hoping, we're hoping that he can change the outlook of our linebacker and defensive line room. Remember, Eberflus's defense is predicated on two high shell. Eberflus's defense is predicated on front four play, not front seven, front four, getting home with four. So that way, your linebackers can be free to do their job, and your corners can be free to do their job, and your safeties can be free to do their job. What we have to understand is this is year one. It may not be it may not be executed pristinely the way we would want it to. Temper your expectations. We have pieces. Do we have the pieces? Remains to be seen. We won't find out until after preseason, when the final 53 is on the roster, when we see the depth chart. Now, talking about the depth chart, there are some things that I think are going to be quintessential to having the perfect offense, defense, special teams. Let's start with special teams. Special teams play, I'm going to need the one thing that we definitely need for the best special team play is a running mate, a proper running mate with Cavante Turpin. Unfortunately, it won't be Deuce Vaughn. It won't be Wanye Thomas either. I think it's going to be a receiver, not just any receiver, a receiver who's been on this team, albeit the practice squad, but a receiver who gives you juice, and that's going to be Jalen Moreno Cropper. We're going to keep a Jalen, maybe even two. Sorry, Rome. I know you're not a fan of the Jalens. Neither am I. But we're going to keep a Jalen. And if he hopes to see the field, this is the best way for him to do it. Special teams. If that means we finally say goodbye to C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not C.J. C.J. Goodwin. C.J. Goodwin. My bad. We never had no C.J. Gardner. Ugh, that's disgusting. If that means we got to let go of C.J. Goodwin, so be it. I mean, let's be honest, he's an elder statesman, and he's pretty much taken up a roster spot at this point. Bones isn't here. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, Jerry loves him, and I can understand why. He's a hell of a gunner. But we also have Sam Williams as a gunner. We also have Jalen Brooks, who could probably be a gunner. We also have a Savon Revel, who could be a gunner. We also have a Izzy McQuamu, who could be a gunner. But that remains to be seen. We're not sure what this roster is going to look like yet. Defensively, what we need in place, again, I don't know how much more I can state this. I ride hard for all of my Cowboys. Anybody who puts that star on the side of their helmet, I ride hard for you. I will never say a bad thing about you. I won't disparage you or cast disparagement on you. I won't ever try to break you down. But in this line of work that we're doing as content creators, we have to keep it a buck. I'm sorry, but Donovan Wilson is a liability in coverage. I think we've all seen that. I think we all knew this, that Donovan Wilson is a liability in coverage. Tight ends, pick on him all day. He allows the highest QBR of any safety. He hits hard. He plays a run well. The problem is he can't cover. Malik Hooker, more of an elder statesman. Yeah, he may know Eberflus's scheme, but even he can be a liability in coverage. Pardon me, I'm just getting out of the gym. Even he could be a liability in coverage. But the one thing that Malik Hooker, I believe, has that Donovan Wilson doesn't have is being cerebral. He understands football. He understands the position that he's in. He understands that wholeheartedly. So I can see why, if he's still around, why he's around. You know I'm saying the same thing. You can say the same thing for Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore, once his youthful athleticism started to fail him, You can see he's been the most cerebral cornerback in the league. And the fact that he's played over 13, almost 14 years has to speak volumes. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being cerebral. Corners, and I'm gonna. This is just me. It's gonna be Deron Bland and Siobhan Rebel on the outside, or let's temper that because Siobhan Rebel we don't know yet. So I'll go as far as saying this: you're gonna see Deron Bland and Kyer Elam on the outside. Me personally, I would prefer to have Israel Makwamu in the slot because quarterbacks are going to want to try to stay away from a bigger, taller Kyer Elam. They're going to want to stay away from a pick six machine or a pick off machine that is Deron Bland. The one saving grace that we have is the league hasn't seen that much of Israel Makwamu, which is a travesty. This kid has it. He has the length, he has the speed, he has the know-how. He's very cerebral. He understands the position. Excuse me. So I expect to see him get more play, especially within this game. I think he earns his spot. We already know what the linebackers are going to look like until DeMarvion Overshown comes back. You're going to see your Maris Leofau as a Sam linebacker. You're going to see your Kenneth Murray as a Will linebacker, and you're probably going to see Jack Sanborn as your Mike. 9 times out of 10, because Jack Sanborn understands he's been in Eberflus's system and he's done very well in it. So to think that anybody could take that spot from him immediately, yeah, you're going to have a fight on your hands. Your front four, of course, Micah, Osa. The one tech is the one spot where it's troubling, only because we don't know what Jay Toia, Tommy Akingbasote, Justin Rogers, we don't know exactly what they are yet. We know what Mozzie is. We're hoping that he takes a bigger jump. At least I am, because I want to be right. I want to be right and say that Mozzie is the key to the one tech issue. But I am all for the competition if Jay Toia can come in and put Mozzie on the hot seat. That means that Jay Toia, which I do believe is more NFL ready than what Mozzie was and is. Okay. Now, is that to say that he's just going to snatch Mozzie's spot? No, it's going to be a dogfight. Mozzie is a brolic young man. Mozzie is a beast. He can be. He showed flashes of it. You saw that rounding the middle to the end of the season, especially against the NFC East competition. You know what I'm saying? Mozzie can ball. Mozzie can hold up double teams. Mozzie can win. We just need to see it more consistently. And that's where the Tommy Akingbasotes and the Jay Toias come in. Jay Toia, who knows, he might be that Vita Vea that we're looking for. Not exactly Vita Vea, but getting there. You know what I'm saying? He might be on his way to that. You know what I'm saying? He even said it himself. He models his game after Vita Vea. So, I mean, I'm hoping that's what we have. I'm hoping we catch lightning in the bottle there. If we're going to look at the offense, I think we're all in the general consensus of your front five, right? So you got Cooper Beebe at your center. Your left guard is Tyler Smith. Your left tackle, which I hope makes a huge jump this year. Huge jump. Hoping he makes a huge jump this year. And Tyler Guyton. And then your right guard, you have Tyler Booker. And then you have Terrence Steele. I think Terrence Steele will have a better year this year because he won't be trying to fill the spot of the right tackle and right guard. I think him just focusing on his job, his task, is going to work wonders. Again, this is a young man's game, okay? And we have a pretty young front five. I don't see why the upside for these guys can't be there. You know what I'm saying? Can't be super high. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why. But you have your naysayers, you have your ones who are gonna tell you, oh, it's the Cowboys. Don't worry, they'll figure out a way to fail. Stuff like that. Nobody really cares about all that. I want to rock with this team until the wheels fall off. Been a fan since I was a baby. You know what I'm saying? I am a Cowboy. Period. 43 years, going on 44. I was born in 81. Do the math. Your wide receivers, I think that I think that that I think that goes without saying. CD, George Pickens, and then your wide receiver 3 by committee. Okay. I'm going to stand by that. It's going to be a wide receiver 3 by committee. Okay. With Jalen Tolbert, Jonathan Mingo, Ryan Flanoy. That's what I see. That's what I believe. We shall see what happens. Running backs, from what I understand, Miles Sanders is making a push, man. Miles Sanders is showing off a little bit at OTAs. Now, mind you, there's no pads on. There's no pads on. There's no contact. It's just the underwear Olympics. But that's where it starts. That's where it starts. So I'm looking at Miles Sanders, Javonte Williams, Jadon Blue. I would love for Phil Maffa to come in and prove everybody wrong. I would love for Phil Maffa to turn into an Eddie George. I would love for Phil Maffa to turn into a Todd Gurley. I would love that for Phil Maffa. I think he has incredible upside. Will he get the opportunities in preseason, of course? And we will see what happens going into the season. So, I mean, the book isn't written on the on the running back spots. And with that being said, man, I have high hopes for this team. I'm not too down. I'm not too high. I'm right in the middle. I'm right in the middle. I'm waiting and seeing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hype anybody up like, oh yeah, George made a crazy catch and blah blah. Because again, this football, man, it's a strange lady, man. Football is a strange lady. Shout out to Brian Broaddus. Eh, we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and feed you a line like, oh yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. We're the greatest team ever. This is going to be the best Cowboys team ever constructed. I'm not going to go that far. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We know Michael Irvin and Casillas really love the direction that we're going in. I like the direction that we're going in. But we have to hold it for a hot second. Wait till we get the Oxnard. Once we get the Oxnard, then the fun begins. Then we see who's got what. I tried to make a video earlier, and the one thing I was preaching was I want my ancillary pieces to play as if they're not the ancillary pieces. I want them to play like they are the pieces. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody on this team to play like they are starters. I want all these dudes on this team to play as if they are him. I don't want this team to feel like, oh man, CD goes down, there's going to be a drop off. No, that's not what I want. I want the best possible. I want the best possible players on the field with the best intentions, with the best mentality. I want dogs all around the board, all around the board. Even from Andrew Booth, I want him to be a dog. He's a Cowboy, so I want him to be a dog. I want him to get over what happened last season, turn the page, start off anew. Work on the things you need to work on, strengthen your strengths and strengthen your weaknesses. Even though you're strong in an area, doesn't mean it doesn't need work. It definitely everything needs work. I'm from a place where, like, I tell my children when they say, "Oh man, I can't do it." My 11-year-old, she played city league basketball, co-ed with boys, and one of the little boys on her team wanted to try to challenge her. She was like, Dad, what do I do? Like, how do I handle this? I don't think I can. I don't think I can stay with him. I don't think I can play defense. So I told her the same thing I'm going to tell each and every one of my Cowboys players. Don't tell me what you can't do. Show me what you can do. And I guarantee you everything will work out. That's all for me right here. Don't tell me what you can't do. Show me what you can do. Don't tell me you can't go out there and get 100 yards. Show me what you can do. Go get me 89. Don't tell me you can't get 4 sacks. Show me that you can at least get 3. Don't tell me what you can't do. Show me what you can do. With that being said, this is Hoodie Kush with the Basement Boys. I'm out.